Hello everyone, I am Smriti Chandra and I work as an international life and career coach and leadership development specialist. I partner with organizations and individuals in Europe and Asia to help them navigate life, career, and relationships successfully. So, a bit about me. After working in global organizations like American Express, Computer Sciences Corporation, and McKinsey and Company for around 11 years, I decided to venture on an entrepreneurial journey and founded Passion Wheel to offer learning and coaching services to clients. Thank you so much, Charlie, for inviting me for this amazing project, Inspire Your Future. First of all, congratulations to all the students in GCSE and A levels for doing this completely online. Class of 2020, you are extraordinary. You have shown immense resilience and perseverance during these unprecedented times. None of us have experience of doing this in our lifetime. Even I think the best teachers and people in the education sector do not have all the answers as we are going through the transition. Now, as we think about the technological advances and the opportunities it has opened up in learning and career, the young generation is best positioned to make the best advantage of this. And I'm sure all of you are trying to learn and adapt to the new learning environment and use the resources available at your fingertips. Now, all of this sounds very fancy and exciting. As you move ahead in your life and pursue further education, you will also need to think about other aspects. And today, I'm going to share the 3 principles that have helped me to navigate life and career transitions. Even though I had worked in global organizations and had exposure to diverse teams, the transition from India to Paris and then to the UK has been a steep learning curve. So what really kept me going? The 3 principles are passion, purpose, and path. To help me navigate these critical transitions and also build future skills. Let me talk about passion first, one of my favorite topics. As Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found in playing small and settling in for a life than the one you're capable of doing. And I'm glad to say that this inspired me a lot as a young professional. And I am lucky that I was able to understand and spot my passion for learning and development early on in my career. I also had my moments of doubt as this was not a planned career path. I had done my MBA in international marketing and it had no connection with learning and development. So there is a little story about it. When I was working in Computer Sciences Corporation, the client decided to roll off the project and I had to look for a new opportunity. That's when I saw an opening in learning and development and I wanted to give it a try. So I got selected and to my surprise, I decided to take the risk, work hard and pursue this profession further. Sometimes it takes a while to understand our passion. And in this case, I saw that some of my summer jobs, which I had done on learning, tutoring, and teaching, helped me to make this decision. And I could quickly align to the role. Sometimes it can take a little bit more time to understand what are some of your interest areas. One example I can think of is when I was coaching one of my clients, she discovered that her passion was to bring transformation in people through digital skills. She decided to coach people across multiple teams on various digital and marketing skills. So we see that you can keep on exploring and finding your passion at different times in your career. For young students, some of the tips that I can share for finding your passion. Join clubs. It could be on music, sports, art, design, or it could be something which is about virtual or in-person internships. These days, you are spoiled for choices. It could be anything on technology, data analytics, artificial intelligence, healthcare, education. Go for anything that excites you. This will help you to find over time what you naturally gravitate towards. And then maybe over time, you can find your passion and interest areas. So now I request Charlie to pull up the slide on passion. So have you ever wondered what is the energy inside you that drives you to learn and achieve your goals? Why are some subjects interesting and some are dull and boring? How do you keep your motivation and ambition alive in these situations to study what you want to? And how can you pursue your interest areas, career choices, and overcome all the obstacles that are coming your way? I know these are big questions to find answer for, but you can always get started. Now, a lot of times these can serve as stepping stones and also help you when you know your purpose in life. Purpose is a buzzword these days. A lot of people say that you must follow your purpose, but how do you really find that? It can take some time for you to understand your purpose. Now, when I reflect on my career and I became aware of my purpose, when I saw the impact learning and organization development programs can create on individuals and organizations by not only providing competitive advantage, but also offering personal growth and fulfillment. Now, this became an interesting insight for me because you're doing business and at the same time, you're also impacting people's lives. So the purpose became bigger for me. In my case, it was not an easy path. I didn't have an academic qualification for learning and development. So I decided to upskill myself and build domain expertise. As a young professional, I was quite excited to study the subject about organizational behavior, mindsets, knowing about different psychometric tools and instruments. So I found that my actions were leading to the larger purpose. And at the same time, I had to find projects where I could practice and apply the skills that I was learning, not just theoretically, but in practicality, how they are making the big difference to the organization and also to the individuals. So I can proudly say that when the purpose is high, you are able to create a path. And I was lucky that I could receive coaching and mentoring from diverse people in my career. And that helped me to keep myself focused and my actions were aligned to what I really wanted to do in life. So sometimes you need to dig a bit deeper to find your purpose. And it can take a while by doing different things, trying out different activities, doing different projects, and also learning from your seniors, coaches, mentors. So at this stage, I know for young students, it can be a little tricky to find your purpose. Still, there is merit in exploring the path. As I work with clients and coach them, I find that sometimes all of us get distracted, including me. And that's the time we need to take a pause and think how our everyday actions are helping us to reach our bigger purpose in life. And coaching can be used as a valuable tool. So seek out coaches and mentors who can guide you on the journey and help you to achieve what you're looking for. At this stage, as young students, you can think about your purpose and how you can align your actions to that. Charlie, if you could pull up the slide on purpose, it will be helpful. So I find that purpose is like a compass that keeps showing you the direction you need to take. Like you're the captain of the ship and you steer it in the direction you want to. And without purpose, you can get bored. Trust me, if you don't know what you want to do, it will be really difficult and sometimes very boring, and you will not be able to reach your full potential. So as you're pursuing your education, think how, what's the purpose of receiving any kind of education that you're going through? Then what kind of impact you want to create in life and career through your education? What legacy you want to leave behind? I know these are big questions at this stage, but there is always merit in thinking about it. And then, how are you taking those steps every day to move forward in that direction? So the actions really become the foundation stone for you, and it can help you to move forward. Now, as we think about passion and purpose, we need to create a path which can help us at different stages in our life. So a lot of challenging situations can come up, and how you navigate the journey by creating a path for yourself will be very, very helpful. So when passion meets purpose, the path gets created. I can share an example from my journey which helped me to create different paths, because our life situations also keep changing. So when I was moving from India to Paris, it was quite challenging for me initially. I didn't know the industry, the market, the people, and obviously, how will I create the path without knowing all of this? So, and another challenge for me was that I was not a fluent French speaker. At that time, the only things that I could speak well were Parlez-vous anglais, s'il vous plaît, and Bonjour, madame. And this, I knew that I had to do something differently. Of course, learn French. So gradually, I created a path that helped me to establish myself and move forward. And this required a bit of different thinking. How do I think about my transferable skills? How do I know more people, network with them? How do I pick up some projects, including volunteer projects? And how do I upskill myself given the rapid changes in the industry? So look for some advanced courses. And this somehow helped me to set the foundation for the new journey in my life. And sometimes it can be very challenging to create these paths. You need to have a lot of emotional and mental agility to deal with the challenges. But from my experience, I can share that once you trust your passion and purpose, you will be able to create a path. And then you are able to figure out opportunities which you had not thought about earlier. And this creates the way forward and gives you the confidence to move ahead. So that's the journey, how I moved from passion to purpose and then creating different paths at different stages in my life. Now, when I look back over the last 15 years and the navigations that I have done and living in 3 different countries, I can say that the path has been full of learning, fun, and adventure. With exposure to clients in 10 different countries, and building a diverse network of friends and communities. So at each stage, I had to step out of my comfort zone. I had to take those risks and walk on paths which were not clear to me. So, are you ready to create a path for yourself? And how can you do that? Let me help you with some questions. So, Charlie, it would be great if you could pull up the slide on path. So, whenever you are at crossroads or thinking about how to move ahead, think about some of your specific strengths. How have you used them in your life? How can you explore them and build them for future? Sometimes trying different kind of projects and part-time opportunities can also help you to understand how you use your strengths. Because a lot of times we do have strengths, but we have not applied it. So we don't know that what is the real application. Then, given the kind of rapid changes which is happening and the world of work is changing due to technology, we need to think about not just the present skills that we have, because this might become redundant in future due to automation. How do we build diverse and transferable skill sets? It could be something related to hard skills, soft skills, digital skills, technical skills. So think about your interest areas, and I would suggest that create a repository of your skill sets and then try and map projects which you can do on these areas or topics. Or as you're studying, think about how those skill sets can be applied. And last but not the least, the biggest asset in today's world is your ability to adapt and learn in different situations. And that comes when you are surrounded with people who can help you and guide you in the journey. So, how can you build your network and receive coaching and mentoring from diverse set of people? Not just from one kind of people, but people from different industries, different backgrounds, different kind of people who have done different subjects in their life, studied different subjects in their life. So these are some of the ways you can get started on your journey by using the principles of passion, purpose, and path. And from my experience, I can say that people who have used them, including me, have been able to reinvent themselves as per the changing situations and the demands that have come up in their life and excel in whatever they want to do. And now I would like to take a pause over here and take up any questions that you have for me.
Well, thank you very much for your inspiring talk. We've got a few questions. So to start off, how would you make yourself stand out? What advice do you have?
Yeah, so great question, Charlie. So how do you really stand out? It's about your personal brand. How do you create a personal brand for yourself? And what I can think of are maybe try something like creating a presence, both online as well as in person, so that people get to know you, people understand about you, they can reach out to you when they need help, and you can also support them and you can reach out to them. So using the social platforms like LinkedIn is a great way to get started, and maybe other platforms that you use, and maybe career events, forums for students, and other places where you can share your thoughts and also learn from other people. So creating a presence will be very important to stand out. Second is taking initiatives like the one that you are doing today, Charlie, which is about inspiring talks for the students and for the future leaders. I'm sure a lot of you will be standing out in tomorrow's world as leaders and helping other people in their journeys. And sometimes also participating. So even if you're not organizing, being an active member in those forums and those networks can really help you. And third, I would say that contribute as much as possible as you are pursuing your education during your college days, whatever you can, reaching out to people, helping them, and contributing in whatever way possible. And this way, it will also help you to develop your network and also get support when you need. Because as a young student and professional, lot of times we feel lost. We don't know that whom to reach out, how to get help. So creating your presence both in person and online in different forums and reaching out and helping people out will really get you going. And of course, the social media is there where you can create your presence.
Yeah, brilliant. I know you touched on things, but what skills do you think are most important for students?
So as we move forward and see the world of tomorrow, some of the skills that stand out for me, number one would be take risks. A lot of times we are hesitant. We don't know what's the answer. So we don't want to try it out. But stepping out of your comfort zone will always give you opportunities to try different things. And a lot of times you get the answers when you experience it. What's working for you, what's not working for you. Because each individual is unique. You have unique career interests, unique personalities. So what blend and combination will work for you, you can find out. So that is possible if you try different things and not the things that are going on regularly. The second is about networking. In today's world, it is very important to reach out and connect with people. Having a community is so vital, not just in your own school and college, but having a diverse network of people, because that helps you to take informed decisions. My community has always inspired me and helped me to make decisions when I was in challenging situations. So I really believe in the power of community and collaboration. Third is about future readiness, the skills, the expertise, the domain knowledge that you bring to the table. Now, very recently, I was reading about the gig economy and the portfolio careers that people have these days. So, what is the important factor in these kind of careers is that you have a lot of transferable skills and diverse skills. So people who can be writers, bloggers, graphic designers, and also consultants. So till the time you do not have a portfolio or you do not have domain expertise in an area, you cannot combine all the skills. So it is important that you think about a holistic skill development program. In fact, World Economic Forum has also come up with a report for the world of work and what skills will be required in future, where they talk a lot about transferable and diverse skill sets, because that's where the economy is moving. That's where people are picked up for their skills, they do the job, they move out, and they can do more work as per their interests. And the fourth, as a student, I think that time is a critical asset for you. In a world which is full of distractions, it is easy that your time passes by and you realize that, oh, I didn't get the job done. So it is important to keep a track of your time, how you're spending your time, maybe keeping your focus and helping you to live a more balanced and healthy life where you pursue your career aspirations and also keep your health in check. So these are the four skills.
Brilliant. I know you mentioned about purpose and path. What would you say to students who are unsure about their future?
So again, another great question. First of all, I would say it's fine to be unsure. When people start in their careers, they don't know what paths they need to take, what is their purpose, what drives them, all of this. It is completely fine. What will be valuable for people who are unsure is that trying out different interest areas or part-time projects and coming up with a list of top 2 to 3 things that you really enjoy and which you think can be something you want to pursue as a career. So trying different things, being open to learning even if you don't know you don't have all the skills, but being open to trying them and being open to learning will be helpful. And the second is, given that there is a lot of resources available these days, I would recommend that you can talk to a career counselor or a coach who has knowledge about these areas, and they can help you to find your strengths and skills, and also guide you towards the future career path, depending on your personality, your interest areas, and the changes in the industry. And third could be maybe talk to people in your community who have already been through this journey. Maybe alumni network could be another one that I would like to tap into and hear their stories, how they have done it. And just be open and curious about different things.
Yeah, great. I know you mentioned sort of working in India and Paris and London. What was it like having an international career?
Very exciting. Having an international career gives you exposure that you cannot imagine. So moving from biggest thing that I have learned is to adapt to different cultures and understand the working environment in different countries. So when I was working in India, it had a different culture than the one when I moved to Paris, and then now as I'm integrating with the UK work culture. So the exposure and the learning opportunities and the kind of people you meet and the way you need to adapt to different working situations is the biggest asset. And that's why I said in today's world, the biggest asset you can have is the ability to learn and adapt.
Brilliant. I just want to thank you for your time. I'm conscious that we're nearing the end now. So thank you for giving it your time to talk to the students. It's been really inspirational and you've got a lot of advice that will be very beneficial. If you're watching this on YouTube and have got any other questions, there's a form on our website that you could submit. So thank you very much for giving up your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Charlie. I really enjoyed being here and sharing my experiences and thoughts with all of you. And wishing everyone all the best, and I'm happy to help, or any questions that come up, I can put it on the website and share with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.